Well, as NAFTA renegotiations kick off next week, negotiators need to understand how demand for farm products could change in the coming years. Sarah Mock has more on one way lawmakers can make sense of that.
The world's hungry are a huge untapped market for U.S. ag products. And according to a new USDA report, that group is getting richer.
Over the next 10 years, our food security will improve. We project that the number of food insecure people will drop by 42% in the world.
But this rapidly growing global middle class may not be interested in eating more wheat or rice.
If people really aren't having enough calories, when they get more money, they're going to consume more of these staple products because they're relatively cheap calories. But once the countries get a little bit richer, they're not going to increase their consumption of these staple grains. So when you see the demand for at least these grain commodities increasing, it's going to increase up to a certain point where it's going to kind of level off.
These insights come from the Economic Research Service's Global Food Security Analysis, which projects how many people from 76 poor countries will have access to 2,100 calories per person per day. As incomes rise, consumers will become pickier about the calories they consume.
We project diets will continue to diversify in the world and among developing countries. So that means there will be a lower share of staple consumption and higher consumption of higher value products like meats and dairy products. And what does that mean for, that means for trade that there will be demand in those lower income countries for higher value products.
Researchers say that understanding these changes and preparing for them, particularly in our trade agreements, will be key to future U.S. agriculture competitiveness.
And we try to inform the ag sector, the ag commercial sector, and the decision makers about the potential impacts. And yes, we do this impartially. We try to find out the true impact of a trade agreement. Where could be the winners and the losers?
Getting trade deals like NAFTA right is becoming more important by the day, as the 11 countries that were previously involved in TPP talks have instead begun negotiating 27 independent agreements, which some fear could box U.S. farmers out of these growing world markets in the future. For RFD-TV, Sarah Mock, Washington.
Thanks for the update, Sarah. Now, NAFTA negotiations officially kick off next Wednesday, August 16th in Washington, with efforts being led by U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer.